Boom. And there's guest star. Actually, let me move this down.
Hello.
There it is. All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 81, where all the cool things are going on. Let me actually move this over to my side of the table. All right, there we go. Cool. Now we see Kevin. All right, there we go. Fuck, man. Sorry, man. I'm not used to starting at 12.
God. It's all good, man.
Golly.
You have a busy day, busy week. You seem flustered.
Well, we just got back from the store, and we had to drop Izzy off at work. Yesterday we had another birthday for Liam, because when his real birthday's on the 28th, and we can't do anything on that day because we'll have a baby. Well, that's the plan anyway. So he's had he's gonna have 3 fucking parties. Last weekend we had a little party with my family, and plus there was some other. My brother also had a birthday around that time, so we kind of combined the two and threw something together. And then this weekend is Liam's party with Heather's side of the family that could make it, and then he's got a friend's party where they're going to a bounce house over at I don't even know what it's called. I don't know. They go jumping around at some place. And then on the 28th, I mean, it's not like we have anything big planned for it, but I mean, and then it's his actual birthday and he's going to get, stuff from his family and stuff. Altitude. It's him and his 2 friends. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be me, these 2 kids, and they're just going to bounce around. And Heather was like, oh, you're going to watch them? I'm like, no, I'm not. They're going to be bouncing around. They'll be fine. Because whatever they fall on, they're going to bounce right back up anyway, so they'll be okay.
Yeah, and that place has there's an area where parents can just sit down at a cafe, and you can see the whole place. And it's right by the entrance, so it's not like they're going to go anywhere.
And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to fucking do. I'm just going to sit, I'm going to bring my phone, play some Final Fantasy, and then just fucking let them bounce around, you know what I mean? Just bounce around! Boom! Boom! Bounce around! And him and his freaking friends are going to just be bouncing off those, and hopefully he'll exert all his energy out, and then when he gets home, he's just going to pass the fuck out. As soon as he comes and opens the door, it's going to go, bed. That's going to be the greatest thing ever. Because that kid has an infinitesimal amount of energy, and it's fucking mind-boggling. It's crazy.
Oh my.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome everybody to episode 81. My name is Ein. If you're new to the show, the stream and or audio podcast, I'm Ein. Guy in the top left or on the other end is Kevin. And here at this podcast, we break all the barriers. We break the news. We break the everything that you thought possible of what a podcast could be and would be. We break that definition because we're so good here, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. We rip dimensions. What is this? Dad Creative watched 3 consecutive streams this month and sparked a watch streak. Whoa, Dad Creative!
I posted it because I don't know what the fuck that is. I thought maybe you knew what it was.
It's all it is a flex. It's a fucking flex on the chat.
It's just I see. Yeah.
Dad Creative's over here flexing on the chat.
I'm on the podcast and flexing in the chat.
Everyone's like, wow, what a piece of shit. All right, we get it. You can do 2 things at once. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah, I just clicked the button.
You bastard. Anywho, dude, I got all things to talk about this week. Do you want to start off before I jump in?
Sure. I mean, I can. I don't know that I have a lot. It's just really.
What you been doing, man? I know you were sick last week. You feeling any better?
Yeah, I'm better. Today I'm feeling much better. Yesterday I still had a sore throat, but today I don't have any of the things.
Is it all allergy related because you're in your pussy body?
I thought, in the beginning, I thought it was
Hey,
in the
what's up,
beginning,
Sam?
I thought. In the beginning, yeah. What's up, Sam? In the beginning, I thought it was allergy related until I got like a sore throat, and then I had a headache and like all these other things that like I was really tired for like a day or two. I was like exhausted, like I ran a marathon or something, like exhausted. I would walk downstairs to take the laundry down and walk back upstairs and be like, I need a couple of minutes. So I had some kind of cold. I don't know what I had. Some fucking cold, I guess.
As long as it wasn't COVID. Oh,
yeah,
God.
I don't know. I didn't even test myself, man. I was like, I'm so fucking over this shit. Like, and I'm not going anywhere. So until today, we're going out today. But
Ooh, where you guys going? You guys gonna go chase some bunnies or something?
you were just going to the in-laws' house for a picnic
okay.
thing. We're all gonna eat outside and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, it's a beautiful fucking day today, dude. 70 degrees. Woo, beautiful. Day.
Yeah. During the week, like I said, I was sick, so I watched a bunch of things. So since I have been on the podcast, I've watched a lot of things. Mostly in regards to movies. I've watched all of the John Wick, other than the one that's in the theaters now.
Which blows my fucking mind. Why you waited so long to watch this movie?
It's because I kept thinking my wife was gonna watch it with me, and then I got the shits of waiting because I was like, my wife can't really stay up late. So like, if we're gonna watch a movie, we have to watch like part of it, and then she'll go to bed, and then we'll have to watch a part of it another day. And I don't want to stop in the middle. Like, I just want to watch the fucking movie. So I went ahead and I watched both Venom movies. I saw the first one before, but I watched it just to have a refresher to then watch the second one. So I watched the second one, and I think I put in the Discord why I was like, I don't understand why people are butthurt about this crap. Whatever, and moved on with my day. I thought they were good. I thought they were fun. It was action-y, fun movie. Same thing with Morbius. I watched that. I thought that was a fun little vampy thing. It was whatever. But I think I said in the Discord, like, I don't think, like, the only bad part about it is that, like, you're not going to have, like, the MCU be involved. But then, like, a day or two later, I saw a post about, like, Sony movies that are allowing the MCU. And it was all of the movies that I just watched. So I don't know what the truth is. So I really enjoyed them all. I thought they were decent. Yes, there could have been some improvements. Sure, there could have been some things that like there were some things that I watched and I was like, I don't remember that. Like, I don't remember that being a thing in the comics or in the cartoons when I was a kid. But whatever, you know, it's whatever to me. I don't really get butthurt about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed all of those movies. Last night, yesterday during the day, my wife was like, "Hey, if you want some time, we could watch The Mandalorian." She said, "I think I could give it a try." And I was like, "Oh." So last night, when she came out, I was like, I turned it to Disney, and she's like, "What are we watching on Disney?" I said, "The Mandalorian." You said you'd be interested. Like, I know we're in the middle of watching Star Trek, but like, I want to watch. You need to try this. Like, I'm not a Trekkie. I'm like not a Trekkie, a Star Wars guy. Like, I'm not that guy. You know that. I said to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I know." I said, "I'm telling you, like, this is like a very fun space adventure. It's about a father and a son." And we watched 2.5 episodes because I fell asleep because I was fucking exhausted last night.
Nah, you grandpa.
But she enjoyed it. Like, she enjoyed it. So I'm really excited to know that we can watch that together. I get to rewatch it, and like, there's so many things that as I'm rewatching it, I'm like, I don't remember that. Which is normal for me.
Yeah.
I do that with a lot of things I watch. But anyway, so yeah, really enjoying that. I'm enjoying The Mandalorian so much that I actually fell into a Lego thing and did this.
Wow.
So I did this with Emma just one day for whatever reason. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I'll probably buy more Lego things eventually, but they're so expensive for the cooler ones.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason for that, man. They're specially licensed and shit. So yeah, they're gonna slap a price tag on them. But for the audio listeners, though, he put together, was it a Grogu and was it Mando figure?
Yeah, it's Mando. Yep.
Yeah. In Lego form, block form.
Yeah.
Dude, are you all caught up, by the way?
So no, because I want to watch them with my daughter, and we haven't had the time. Like, we've either been watching other things, or I just was trying to nap. So we're on like, I think we're on the newest season. I'm on like episode 4 or 3.
I was just saying,
I'm a couple episodes in.
I think there's like one more episode left, and then the season's done with Mando.
And then I saw Jack Black was in it, and I was like, "Fuck! I need to go back and watch this." Like,
You didn't miss too much. It was a cameo. That was pretty much it. Yeah, he didn't do anything too crazy. I mean, I'm not saying he sucked or anything, but it's not like he was like a big pivotal character in that episode.
the other thing I did, now I'll probably get some like stern looks or people will just sigh about it or whatever, but my daughter is very into horror flicks. She really likes scary movies. When she first learned this, we watched Ghostbusters. And at first, I'm talking about the original Ghostbusters. At first, she said, "I want to watch a scary show." And I said, "Okay." And then this is when I introduced her to Ghostbusters. And she saw Ghostbusters come up as I was flipping through things. She goes, "What's that?" And I said, "That's Ghostbusters. It's ghosts in it. It's kind of scary at some spots. A lot of it's just funny and it's fun." So we watched that and she enjoyed it. And then she watched all of the Ghostbusters, everything, every rendition of the Ghostbusters she's watched other than the 90s cartoon. So we watched all of those. And then this past week, I had like made a joke about Freddy Krueger. And I told her who Freddy was. And like, I said, now there's like death in this. Like, this is a very scary movie. Like, you need to know that. And she's like, "I want to watch it. I want to watch it." I said, okay, we'll watch it. But just know this is not like Ghostbusters. So we watched Freddy 1, Freddy 2, and Freddy 3. And she wants to watch the rest of them. And I'll turn them on. I'll watch them with her. But while I'm watching the movie with her, I'm constantly like telling her, I've asked her, I said, who do you think who is that? Like when I said, pointing at Freddy, she goes, "It's just somebody in a costume." Like she's beyond like her. Yes, she's 4. But what's the word I'm looking for?
It'd be funny if she's like, "Oh, that's just Pop-Up."
Yeah. She's just, when it comes to her maturity level, she's not a 4-year-old at the maturity level. She's farther ahead in that. So she said, "Yeah, it's just for somebody in a costume." I said, "Yes, it's not real." And she goes, "I know it's not real." And there would be like death scenes, and she'd sit there and watch it, and she thought that some of the stuff was cool. Like when he put the shirt up, and there was the faces of all of his victims. They're coming just through his shirt, like they were the souls of his victims. So he loved it. I mean, she loved it. The only one that I'm not like, I'm going to try Chucky, I think, at some point if she decides to like this stuff. But the one I'm not going for, and this is so weird, right?
Yeah.
I don't want her to watch Jason yet. And I say that because like Jason has murder, same thing as Freddy, but there is sex all over that. And for whatever reason, I'm uncomfortable with that, but I'm okay with her watching.
That was my question. That's what I was thinking. I was like, what do you talk about when like boobies flash across the screen? Because it's, if you're talking about like horror, cheesy stuff, which is Freddy, Chucky, Jason, and all that shit, there's always like there's always a booby scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Booby scenes, sexy scenes. That's
So
why
there wasn't,
we had dates with
the first 3 Freddy movies, there wasn't really much nudity or of anything at all. Like there were some scenes where people were like kissing, but there wasn't anything like that she would question. Like she'd seen her mom and dad hug and kiss. So like it wasn't much more than that. At least in the first 3 movies. I don't remember with the other ones. I'd have to go back and look. Nice. So we'll see. She seems to really enjoying herself, and as long as she understands that it's not real, and she's not having nightmares, and there is no after effect of this, like it doesn't matter. She almost knows the whole damn Freddy song by heart. Like we'll sit there, like, random throughout the day. I'll just go 1, 2.
Oh my god! Dude, imagine. But see, that shit's gonna bite you in the ass. You're gonna be like waking up from a nap, and you're gonna be in that half awake stage, and then like from behind the couch or some shit, she's gonna fucking sing it really creepily because she's gonna have fun with you, and it's gonna freak you the fuck out. You're gonna turn around and punch her right in the goddamn face, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a day of reckoning at Kevin's house. That's for sure.
So my wife is like totally against this. Like she's like, I don't approve of this, and I said, that's fine. You don't have to approve of how I do things. Like we're married. Yes, we have children together, but our parenting styles are much different. Like much different. And that's okay. As long as nobody's hurting the children, it's okay. Mentally and physically. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So it's whatever. But like I just love that she's into this because I'm like, it's something I can connect with because I love a good horror flick. So it's something we can connect with together, and I can't wait. There's so many fucking movies. Dude, she watched what is that? God damn it, that clown movie from space. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns from Space.
Dude, she watched that whole fucking movie. No problem. Like no problem. Liam is calling me for some reason. Well, not me, but I guess what's his name's tablet? Ollie's tablet. So anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, that's what we did. We watched a lot of horror movies. I'll probably wait a while till I watch the Jason movies, even though I really want to watch them, but there is so much sex in those movies, and for whatever reason, I'm uncomfortable with that, but totally comfortable with that
she's 4.
person being disemboweled.
Yeah, we don't want to have that fucking conversation where they're like, she'd be like, why did that girl take off her shirt?
She was hot, honey.
Yeah. And why are they laying down in bed? Is that her daddy? And then you're like, kind of. Kind of. Yeah, they're gonna they're really religious. They're gonna pray together.
They're gonna have coitus.
Yeah. Yeah, he was trying to reach out to Ollie, by the way.
I know. Just tell him Ollie's not here. I don't get Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie's not here. Yeah. He should know the schedule by now. But yeah, dude, you're fucking nuts, man. I've had Liam watch some questionable shit though. Nothing like horror stuff, I don't think.
Dude, he plays that horror game with Freddy in it.
Yeah, but that's a fucking game. That's different. I just feel like that's different. Play it, and it's not like he plays it all the time. He plays it only with us. Like he'll only play it with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, because look, even though they stab the person and like when they sacrifice to get like, the claws comes down and stabs them and then whatever. There's no like disemboweling. They don't the characters don't go like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch. You know what I mean?
Come here, bitch.
Like Freddy's in there, but he doesn't call you a bitch when he kills you,
Yeah.
It's just, I just feel like it's slightly different, just a wee bit different. And it's not like hyper realistic. Like even though I play on like the Series X and stuff like that, and the graphics are better, but it's not like a hyper realistic looking game. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like Red Dead graphics or animation style or anything like that. And that's not to knock on them, the developers and shit like that. But I'm just saying that just between the movie, like Freddy in the movie and Dead by Daylight in the movie, they just look completely different. And I feel like he can distinguish. This one is obviously fake. But this one, though, probably looks like he will come for me if I sit on the toilet and he'll grab me by the nuts and drag me through the pipes. So I should be afraid of that one. But yeah, I mean, he's watched some scary. Like, we watched Scariest Stories to Tell in the Dark, which I feel like is a really good scary movie for like a PG-13 movie. He's watched that with us.
There was a lot of gore in that, yeah.
Yeah, it's PG-13 . It's
there's a
pretty
pitchfork
fucking
that
crazy.
goes through a person.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. It's crazy. That movie's nuts, man. And it's practical effects too, which makes it even scarier. None of that CG shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think we've really exposed him too much on that stuff. We've exposed him to a lot of movies with like curse words and shit, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, my kids are exposed to that just by me. Mm-hmm. My kids, all of my kids, other than Oliver, have sworn, and I don't give them shit about it. Like especially if they're using it in the right context.
Right. I feel like that's the important thing we gotta like teach our kids is that it's in context. You gotta have a clear vision of why you're saying it, and is it appropriate to say it at that certain time. You can't just willy-nilly just go around saying, fuck! You know what I mean? Just in the middle of the post office. Just be like, hey, fucking cunt! You know what I mean? Like, fucking twat burgers! You know? You know what I mean? That's all. And Liam, he swears a little bit more than Izzy does, and Izzy's the older one.
Oh wow.
Well, Izzy's kind of had it like tougher. Like the repercussions of her cursing was a lot different than what it is with Liam. So Liam, but at least if he feels like he wants to say it around us, he'll ask first, and then obviously he'll have his accidents where he'll say it. But luckily, it's within the confines of this house. Very, very rarely will we ever get like a note from the teacher where it's like, oh, Liam said, Liam said a bad word. He said a bitch. Nothing
You should
crazy.
respond to the teacher and be like, "There's no such things as bad words, miss. There's bad intentions, but not bad words."
Yeah. You know what I mean. Hold on, I gotta tie this
I know
up.
what you mean. I was
sorry.
just making a point of it.
Listen, man, you gotta teach me, Dad. Once last year, he's told some kid to fuck off. That's right. But even though he said it was a bad way, at least it was in the right context. He used it
He did it
correctly.
right.
Yes, he used it correctly. And probably that kid didn't fuck off and probably continued to fuck with him.
I hope that kid was like from a Christian family or something, like a super religious family, and he was probably like, "Oh my gosh, gee willikers!"
Some brown kid told me to fuck off. What does fuck off mean? I know you say it to mommy every other Sunday, but what does it ever mean?
Oh man,
That's crazy, man. Well, I'm glad that you guys are able to connect on something, man, because that's awesome. Because Liam has gotten like super heavy into wrestling, and we got like for his past couple birthdays, he's gotten like wrestling toys. And dude, it's holy shit, man. Is it like I don't know what the correct feeling is. I don't know how to define it, but it's on like the borderline of like proud and also kind of like nostalgic but dude, he loves playing with these fucking wrestling toys, dude. Like yesterday for his birthday, he got the ring. So he got a WWE ring. And then he got like a couple of other figures and then like some accessories, like weapon accessories and shit like that. Dude, I walk into the kitchen area and he's playing with the stuff, and he's got his headphones on, like he's an announcer. And I don't know if he's listening to like the entrance musics or whatever, but like he'll sit there and he'll play, and he's like the announcers do, like he'll just go, "Oh no!" and then Roman Reigns punches Rock in the face, no! And he's got a ladder set up in the middle of the ring, and then hanging above the ladder, tied to a piece of string that's taped at the top of the ceiling, is the championship belt. So he's literally having a ladder match, a TLC match.
fantastic,
Dude, right?
dude.
Right?
You got to do a run-in sometime. Like, come with a figure
man.
from like your era and just bring him in and wrestle.
Oh man, dude, but like he'll he's been playing with it like a shit ton the past 24 hours. But when he first got his first wrestling figure, which is Orange Cassidy last weekend, he played a little bit of that, but he didn't have another figure to kind of wrestle with. Like, I'm not saying he didn't play with it, but he had to play with like this big giant fucking Wolverine fucking action figure. And the Wolverine thing is so heavy, it broke half the accessories that he had just got. So so now that he actually has stuff that's the same size, it's a little bit, it just feels a little bit more believable, and I guess it's more fun for him to play. And he's got like this referee that counts, that has like that count, like he says some shit. It's like one of those electronic things. Excuse me. Well, what sucks though, as great as that is, dude, they're so fucking expensive. One fucking figure is near $30, bro.
Wow, I was gonna say like $20 because I know like action figures and stuff
Dude.
for like $20.
It's so
But when
fucking
we were
expensive,
kids, they were
bro.
like, when we were kids, they
They
were
were
like
like
$5
$10,
or up to
yeah.
like $8 or $9.
Yeah, dude. But dude, these fucking things are so goddamn expensive, and it's not necessarily the most popular thing out there in action figures wise. So it's super hard to find like a really good selection of stuff out there. But like, and the toys that they come with, like I saw the ring that he has. The Rock was like 25. Yeah, Roman was 34. It's fucking crazy, dude. But like, the ring is fucking cool as shit. But like, dude, when I was around his age, I was a huge fucking, wrestling kid, and I had the toys and shit.
Yeah.
I had like this big fucking wrestling ring, and the mat popped up, and you could put your figures and accessories in the actual ring, and it was actually turned into like a storage area. And then I had like this entrance, I don't know if you remember having like a WWE entrance thing, but it was a toy that would play like the wrestlers' entrance music. So like some of these wrestlers would have like these two metal things at the bottom, and it would trigger like their fucking entrance music when they stood on the reader part, and like there'd be lights and shit. But dude, man, I was like looking at this stuff. I'm like, God damn, dude, that's crazy, man.
Even like, do you remember that? You remember the cartoon Gargoyles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so even those figures, they just recently, NECA just came out with gargoyle figures, like all of them, and they range $40, $50, $60, $70. Now, mind you, they're NECA, so yes, they're more of a collectible, but still, like, adults are buying action figures, right? And they're keeping them in boxes and collecting them. I remember when the TMNT, the 2012 version, the CGI version first came out. The series, not that movie from 2007, but the series.
Yeah.
That I remember buying those, like the figures, and people were keeping them in the boxes and collecting them.
Crazy, dude.
But they were made for kids to play with. So I would not be surprised if that's why the prices are so jacked.
It's fucking it's a shame. I'm like, God damn, because we were trying to find like other stuff, and his favorite wrestler is Asuka, and dude, you cannot find Asuka anywhere at a reasonable price. It really sucks because we were really trying to get him that Asuka figure. So hopefully when we go next month, when we go to Raw at Hershey, hopefully they'll be selling wrestling figures there. Maybe maybe they'll have Asuka, and I'll bite the bullet and pay the little extra.
More. You can pay more there.
I know, but like that's his favorite wrestler, man. Like there's nothing better than playing with your toys and having your favorite wrestler, one of your favorite wrestlers being, one of the things that you play with. Because mine growing up was The Rock, and I had The Rock. So all day I'm doing rock bottoms, I'm handing out rock bottoms like it's a fucking, like it's nothing. You know what I mean?
Have you watched The Young Rock, if you were such a Rock fan?
No, man. I don't know, man.
It's really good.
I don't know what it is. I'm just a little turned off by it. I'll just wait a little bit, see if I come around and change my train of thought on it. But right now, I'm just not interested in watching it right now.
Huh.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm like a little burnt out. I don't know if it's because I'm worried that it's gonna suck. Because like I assume it'd be loosely based off of his autobiography, because that's literally what the show is. And I, growing up, that was one of the books that I read was his autobiography. So in my mind, I had my own fucking thing, you know what I mean, of how his life went when I was reading it. So I don't know if I don't know what it is. I just don't want to watch it right now. I'll wait.
Hey,
I keep hearing some good things about it. And one of the guy who plays Vince McMahon is a comic, Adam Ray, that I love. I love Adam Ray. I think Adam Ray is one of the most talented fucking comics actors out there, and he should definitely be getting more goddamn attention than he currently is. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just say the show is good. I really enjoy it. I didn't read his biography at all when I was a kid. I never read any of those. You know what? The only book I ever read that was like a wrestler's book was Mick Foley's book.
I was gonna say everyone read that one because he was the first one to kind of break through on that one. But yeah, I think everyone had that and read it. Like my buddy Matt had like the full on hardcover edition of it. And I just had when I got the Rock book, I got the paperback because
Yeah.
My parents.
Well, it's
would.
really good. I hope you do get a chance to you get through whatever you got going on there with that.
Yeah, you act like it's a fucking
And
an
then
emotional hurdle that I gotta go through in therapy.
You walk through this fucking
whatever it
weird.
is inside you that you feel like you have to work over to watch the show, but I really hope you really think about it and just work through your emotions and just be very patient with it and take
Yeah.
your time. That's funny.
Reefer, baby.
No, I don't know what it is, man. It's just, I don't know. It's like when you're like, let me see if I can put it in a way that kind of makes sense. It's like when they announced like the new Star Wars movies, because they just announced that they're gonna do more of Rey's movies, and like I'm hesitant because the last recent Star Wars movies were very iffy, and it's already kind of tainted what I feel about the main Star Wars saga because of how many hands have been in it, how many changes they made. So like I'm a little iffy on what they're gonna do, and I don't know if I'm gonna be that excited when it comes out, when the new movies came out. Like The Force Awakens, I was mad fucking excited for that one, dude, and I felt like it paid off because it just played the nostalgia button on us. But then The Last Jedi came out. We watched that in theaters, and I left that theater feeling a little confused because it kind of it didn't fit really into the saga. And then The Last Skywalker happened, and then that one I felt like was just a kind of a band-aid over like what they've been doing, what they did after The Last Jedi. So yeah, I got a lot of mixed emotions on that one. So that's kind of what I feel with this Rock one. I feel like that's probably the closest thing I can compare to.
Yeah.
So yes, in short, I do have to work through my stuff. I do have some past trauma, thanks to Star Wars, and it has affected my life and my emotions forever. And I really do hope there's a medication out there that'll help me get through.
Speaking of medication, I am now on a mood stabilizer, so that's fun.
Nice.
Well, if you remember, I had said in the Discord, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, that I wasn't having a great day, and it wasn't just a day. I've been pretty rough for a while, and I finally like just called the doctor, and my wife and I both got to my wife got to a point where she's like, "I'm gonna fucking murder you, or you're gonna like call the doc and figure out what's going on."
Mm-hmm.
So I called the doc and talked to him and told him about everything that's been going on with me and where my mental state was. And he said, and I said, now I'm wondering, like, do I have ADHD or do I have am I bipolar? Like, maybe that's what it is? Because my mood throughout the day was like, it's like a fucking roller coaster. And then everybody in the house had to deal with that. They're all like, is Kevin in a happy mood? Is Kevin getting a snap? And was he on edge? Like, so so they gave me this mood stabilizer, and man, it was almost instant. Like, even I noticed it right away. I was like, what the fuck and at one point I was sitting at the kitchen table with Lauren, and the kids were playing in the front room. It was they were being really loud. And I looked at Lauren and I said, is this how normal people like just live?
Oh my God, dude, that's so fucking
You can just
sad.
like sit here with all the noise and not want to like fucking run through the wall like the fucking Kool-Aid man. Like, I don't know how, like, really? Because all of my life I've had all of the noise in my head, and then I snap at a situation and everybody's like, I don't know where that came from. I don't understand what's going on there. Why is he overreacting? Where I was like, no, you hear all this shit you hear? I hear that in my head, and then I also hear this shit. So that's where my snap came from. I was overwhelmed. And then I got all these mood stabilizers. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this real life? Is this how everybody fucking is?
Yep, sure
Really?
is, Kevin. Welcome to the world, dude. Welcome to being a healthily adjusted human being, especially one that has the parent hat on. But yeah, dude, it's Ryan doesn't like a lot of noise and shit either. Depends on who's making the noise. If it's the kids, I'm less irritated. If they're fighting, I get very irritated. If it's the dog barking at random shit, I get super irritated. Because, like, our dog gets, like, worked up over, like, over the neighbors going, like, just being neighbors walking through our development. Other dogs just being on a walk just to take a shit, you know? And he's just fucking flipping out at the door. And, like, when he gets going, it's hard for him to stop and shit, you know what I mean? So it's...
Right.
So yeah, I get very irritated at that. I'm an old man. You can't be mad at him. The dog is an old man. I can be. I can. As a proud living American in America where beer hurts my feelings, I can be. Okay?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I can definitely be most level.
It hurt Kid Rock's feelings so much that he shot it with his fucking AR-15 or whatever the fuck he had.
Yeah, I can't believe that's just goes to show you, like, that's kind of what, that is, that's how you get change. That's how you, people need to take a look at what happened with Bud Light and the massive uproar it caused for them to finally bend the knee and back out of their, that advertising program that they were going forward with. Yeah, they're not making that beer with a fucking rainbow flag anymore because people made such a huge fucking uproar. So yeah, when people walk around and go like, "Oh man, this sucks. How do I create a change?" Well, you guys have to motivate other people like you to hurt a company's numbers, and that'll create change. So don't go around just signing a fucking form, because what has the signatures ever done for, any of us? It's a nice little feeling. It does feel nice to sign a piece of paper and be like, yeah, I'm a part of something. But you know what makes you feel really good is when it actually happens, and when you get a bunch of angry people together and take away profits from a company. That's when things start to kind of change.
I didn't know they backed out of the deal with Dylan.
Yeah, it was this past week. I feel like it was maybe like a couple days ago, Thursday or Friday is when they fucking announced it.
Well, somehow that never popped up in my feed anywhere.
Well, of course not. The fucking media. The media wants to show you whatever you want to fucking see, They only want to show you what they feel like you should learn how to know, So, the government-controlled media, and they're turning all the frogs freaking gay, so...
Ian, all you're missing is whiteface.
Dude, it's so fucking funny to watch, like, I feel like the Joker half the time, because, like, all this fucking bad shit and people, like, fucking doing this dumb shit, it makes me kind of sad, but more so, it makes me laugh, because I'm like, dude, you're fucking crazy. Like, who cares this much about what a can has on its fucking label? It's still the same fucking drink that you're drinking. It just has a So, are you telling me that when the Bud Light did the NFL fucking things, or was it Coors or whatever, whoever the fuck did it, when they had those NFL cans, some fucking Cowboys fan was like, "Oh, this one's got Eagles on it, gay," and he just fucking shot at it with an AR-15? Is that what it was? But no, they put one little fucking rainbow flag on it, and all of a sudden the world's fucking ending. Everything's gay. Kids are fucking being taught trans rights in schools. Like, what the fuck? They're just making up shit.
I actually thought the deal with Dylan was funny. Like, I saw her commercial with it, and I thought it was pretty comical.
Well,
she's like, I guess I'm gonna be on the can with other sports ball things. I don't really know anything about sports ball.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the irony of it. It's because they took a trans person and then they tied it with Bud Light, which is, let's be honest, most of their clientele live in the Midwest.
It's the white butthole of America.
Yeah, they live in the Midwest. They live in a flyover state, okay? And it's also loved by Post Malone. That's the irony of it, is that Dylan doesn't fit the clientele that normally buys the Bud Light. And that's where the humor was. But then people got all fucking up in arms Kid Rock had to fucking write a song about it. Bond with the Bud Light. I hate it because it's gay and the trans are called men. Oh yeah, you know what I mean?
Remember that time he came to the York Fair?
No, because I didn't fucking go. Kid Rock had 2 fucking songs that were bangers. The rest is absolute shit.
He came to the York Fair. It feels like, for me, it feels like a couple years, but it's probably been 10 or more years, 15 years maybe. But it was the first time the York Fair had beer at it. And it was a big hoo-ha. They made a big fucking deal about it.
Who fucking got lynched at that fucking fair? You
so
know what I mean?
That was the first year, and Kid Rock was like, I'm not coming unless you serve beer. So they served beer so he would still come.
I hope he
and
had to
now
walk
it's
back to his
whatever.
tour
Now
bus
you can
just
drink beer
in a
while you're
fucking
walking
bath
through
full
the
of throw
fucking
up.
fair.
You know what I mean? Oh my god, dude. And that's such a fucking... Dude, that's such a fucking thing to ask, too. Because it's like the York fucking fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think that their security's gonna be, like, beefed up guys? No. It's fucking Cletus and Jed that also work at the Minute Mart down the street, dude. You know what I mean? They're the ones who are fucking volunteering to fucking do this.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you're gonna want to fucking throw an alcohol into the mix with a bunch of these fucking crazy ass people. Yeah, that's a real good mix. Just fucking throw gasoline right in the goddamn, fire pit. Fucking dumbass. But it's it just blows my mind because me and the lady, we play with a guy who thinks in that line of thought, and he got on a fucking rant about this fucking shit, and none of what he said made any fucking sense as to why he won't drink it anymore. Besides the fact that the can has a design on it, and there was one commercial that had a trans guy in it. That was it. They're like, oh, Bud Light's gonna turn you gay. So
They
now,
have
like,
that.
ever
They
since he
have
went on
that gay
that rant,
serum.
ever since he went on that rant, like me, my buddy Shwazy and the wife, and a couple of other people in the group, we have like this little inside joke that we just fucking throw at him now. We're just like, oh shit, you got killed because that guy drinks that gay Bud Light. You got killed by a gay guy. But it's yeah, man, we live in a very interesting time, and it's just gets fucking better.
Yeah, it's something, man.
Yeah, speaking of interesting times, like, dude, Fort Lauderdale's gonna disappear off the fucking map.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, dude. Looking at Kevin's face, he has no fucking clue what I'm talking about. But no, Fort Lauderdale's been like in an never-ending rain, flash flood warning for the past week. It's like legit underwater. Like I think I haven't checked the fucking water levels as of like yesterday, but yeah. Dude, they had to shut down the airports because there was so much fucking flooding. There's like abandoned cars out in the goddamn highways and shit. It's crazy. Florida has turned into like the dead zone for home insurance. Like most insurance companies won't cover you fully because just the fact that you live in fucking Florida, because they know it's going to flood all the time. They know they're going to get hit with hurricanes, and God knows what else might fucking happen to Florida, but otherwise home insurances are like,
It's not like, and you live in Florida where like when it floods, not only does it bring just like general mess of things and fish, but it also brings alligators onto the streets. If you're home,
Sprout. Oh. But yeah, dude, it's nuts, man. I'm surprised you haven't seen any fucking videos on your TikTok to fucking come through. Mine right now is just all a bunch of fucking flooding on it. So
yeah,
it's crazy, dude. There's people fucking just like in any flash flood video. I feel like you see this all the time where there's some fucking guys traversing around in a kayak. Like, that's when you know, like, oh, that place is underwater because to get to work, you got to go in a kayak. Gotcha. All right. And since it's Florida, since it's massively populated by like fucking Cubans and shit, so they're in the canoe, and all of a sudden you just hear bing bing bong 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 bing bing oh dee 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 and they're fucking kayaking through the fucking the fucking Fort Lauderdale to get to Costco. They're just pumping out Bad Bunny.
Oh my god! I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was until fucking he was on wrestling. I'm like, who is this fucking chump?
Ah man, Bad Bunny's the shit. I love Bad Bunny.
Like, you got to be the shit if you named yourself Bad Bunny. Like, you better be really fucking tough.
Dude, there was this video where the Bad Bunny was at like some concert or show, whatever, and they pulled an Ashley Simpson on him. They cut the background audio on him, so it's just him singing live, and he sounds so dumb. Dude, it's the meanest thing ever.
Oh, that's
it's so mean. Oh shit, dude, it was a good one. So Liam had his very first flag football game on Friday night. Friday Night Lights, where all the little 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds laid out on the field. There's blood, snot, Gatorade bottles everywhere on the field. And all these little kids are wearing the fucking NFL sticky gloves. Not like it matters because they can't catch it anyway, so. But yeah, so they were going against some team out in like Dover or whatever, and dude, they got fucking shellacked, 18-6. It was fucking bad. Wow. Dude, there was this one kid on the Dover team. Excuse me. That was like that prototypical, really small kid that everyone underestimates. Like when you're that age and there's someone smaller than you, like, oh, that kid fucking sucks. Why does he even play? But normally that kid's the fucking fastest kid on the field. And it turned out to be true again.
And he always has the ball.
Dude, he ran 3 times and got touchdowns on every fucking one. They could not catch him.
That kid on my basketball team was Robbie Bear.
Yeah, dude, they could not fucking catch this kid. Dude, it was a simple handoff, and he just bounced it to the outside, and just after he hits that corner, it's just gone, dude. Absolute gone. And none of the kids could fucking catch him, dude. It was like watching, like when a group of kids try to chase after one egg in the Easter egg hunt. That's what it looked like. They're just all fucking clustered together, and they're just fucking arms and hands are outstretched, and just fucking grabbing nothing. It was bad. But luckily, they were able to score a touchdown. And that was at the hands of Liam.
Nice.
Yeah. So Liam is actually really good at running the ball. He's not the fastest kid, but he's got a little bit of a wiggle, and when he does get going, like... He doesn't have like the quick speed. He has to kind of hit that gear on a run. So once he hits that gear, though, he's gone. But he was able to kind of run one in, get the score for them. So this way it wouldn't be a complete fucking a fucking complete stomping. But yeah, it sucked though. He had a headache and he had to kind of sit out the other half of the game. So it sucked. But otherwise, though, it was pretty good. I figured out that I'm not a fan of his coach. Because normally at his practices, I just kind of drop him off and I park because it's where the field is. I can literally just park right next to it and I can see them practice. So normally what I'll do is I'll just sit in the car and I'll just be on my phone on TikTok or whatever. So like I've never heard his coach speak about game planning or how they want him to do, how he wants them to do this or that or whatever. So I have no clue, but I caught a little bit of it at the game, and man, it's really bad. He comes into the huddle and goes, "Hey guys, so that kid number 12, he's really fast. We gotta stop him, okay? We gotta get up on him and stop him. So just if I can get 2 people to just kind of cover him, that'd be really good." In that tone. I'm not lying, in that tone.
Well, ain't no wonder you guys lost 18-6.
Dude, it was bad.
Or whatever the score was.
Yeah, it was 18-6. So how they did it, touchdowns was 6, obviously. But instead of the extra point kick, they would run basically another play. They would do like a 2-point conversion, basically, by default. So, but yeah, man. No, I will not coach next season. No, absolutely not. I might not even coach soccer next season. We'll see.
Why?
Izzy's not going to do it next year.
Oh.
Yeah, so apparently this season, before the season started, she didn't want to play, but she didn't say anything because she felt like it would make me feel bad about not wanting to coach. And I'm like, no, like I coach because you're on the team, and I mean that would not have affected my decision to coach or not coach if you didn't play. You know, so yeah, she might not. She might not play next season, and I might not either because I have too much stuff to do. And when I mean by too much stuff to do, I mean by playing Red Dead Redemption again for the 15th time. So.
Oh my god. All the shit you give me for playing Red Dead, and then you went back to it, and I'm not even playing it now.
But you learn it. But I don't play the online. I don't play the online because they don't invest in it. So why should I give a shit? So I just play as Arthur Morgan all day. So I'll play as Arthur Morgan all fucking day. I'll fucking shoot down weird fucking guys who go, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" And I'll turn around and pop them right in the fucking face because I didn't like their tone. So I'll be Arthur Morgan all day. You know what I mean? But the online, I'm good. Because they don't give a shit. So why should I?
Yeah, they sure don't.
I'm starting to fucking feel the same way about fucking Call of Duty developers, dude. Yeah, Call of Duty, I'm looking at you, you fucking cocksuckers. This new season came out, and the maps fucking suck. You're forcing us to play a map that's in the goddamn dark? You are a bitch. Dude, a fucking bitch. Because they knew that no one liked the dark maps. Because before, you could choose if you wanted to play at nighttime. So there was 2 playlists. There was the regular playlist where there's no dark time fucking shit. And then there was another playlist that had the same maps just at nighttime. So when you play at nighttime, you instantaneously have the fucking, night vision goggles. And all your guns have fucking lasers. And you can't ADS because obviously you have a big fucking night vision goggle on your head. Now you can take it off. But then, obviously, it's nighttime, and you can't see. So you have to have a scope that has night vision or thermal. Otherwise, you're just walking around in the dark. So I don't think that playlist did very well. So to force us into playing nighttime, they're like, oh, you guys will get a new map. But it's at night. And you can't choose a daytime version of it. So you have to play it at nighttime. You bunch of fucking cucks. And that's exactly what they did. They fucking did.
Yeah, somebody's back there like,
Fucking
I'm
asshole.
gonna get them fuckers now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're such fucking assholes. Like, I feel like they're just so pompous. They're like, we made a really good map. But you know what it's really good at is if it's at nighttime. But and then some guy is like, in the same office, like, yeah, but they won't play it at night. Well, you know what's even better? We'll just stick it into the rotation and they can't pick. Fucking assholes. And then the other map that they have is a redone map. So, us Call of Duty fans, we love the old Modern Warfare 2. We love it. All the maps in that goddamn game were near perfect. Every single fucking map was a fucking banger. So they gave us one of the retooled maps from Modern Warfare 2. Awesome. But they couldn't just leave it at that. They had to put it in the middle of a fucking rainstorm, dude. So in the game, while you're playing, all you hear is fucking Fort Lauderdale weather, dude. And it's like, goosh, goosh. And then there's fucking waves crashing at the goddamn shoreline. Jesus Christ, bro. Can't hear footsteps, can't hear gunshots. It's all fucking storm. It sucks. So, fuck you, Call of Duty, you fucks. You're lucky this is the only game that my friends fucking play. Otherwise, I wouldn't even fucking play this shit. Because it's so goddamn irritating.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what? Maybe Sony was right. Maybe fucking Xbox shouldn't get it.
Well, I was gonna say, you know what I've been doing lately? I've been telling Sony to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
With every post that I see where they're like, where it's like Sony complains about blah 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 blah, I instantly go into the post. How about Sony fucking shuts the fuck up? How many exclusives do they? Oh, I forgot. They have Spider-Man. They won't let anybody touch it. Shut the fuck up, Sony. Like, get over your shit. You're not gonna die if you don't have COD.
Or you know what? Xbox don't buy it. Let Sony have the exclusive thing, and then all the shitty new maps, like the fucking 2 I just said, they can have those forever. Have them. Take them, Sony. Cause oh my god, dude. And then the fucking lobby chat doesn't fucking work. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Like, you go in, everyone's fucking muted, even though they're not muted. You're like, what the fuck is even going on? Am I fucking high? Am I on mushrooms? And then everyone can't connect. Everyone's fucking oh my god, dude. That game just fucking drives me up a goddamn wall.
I don't even know, like,
Up a fucking wall!
I don't even know what one people play anymore. Like, which one is the one that's like, that's the one everybody goes to?
That one. Warzone. That's,
Warzone.
Yeah,
So it's not even one you buy in store or
Warzone's the
anything.
free
It's just
one, so
one you get for
everyone
free.
plays that because it's the free battle royale. But if you want to play multiplayer, you just have to buy the base game, which is Modern Warfare 2. But not the old Modern Warfare 2. It's a new Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, another thing. Fucking make up a new title, you weirdos. Jesus Christ. It's not that goddamn hard. You could have called it anything. Could have called it fucking, Commander Shepard's asshole, and people would have bought it. Fucking Bud Light, people would have bought that. Bud Light edition, Call of Duty, get it. We'll get it.
No rainbows here.
Yeah, Totino, you get a free bag of Totino pizza rolls with it.
With the rainbow edition and the no rainbow edition.
Yep, they could have called it anything, dude. They could have called it Beans. Call of Duty Beans.
Dude, I'm not even a Call of Duty fan, and I'd buy fucking Call of Duty
and
beans.
kids still would have fucking bought it. The railing in the hallway, Call of Duty. like, okay, cool. Hey man, you got that new Call of Duty yet? Which one? The railing in the hallway. That was a good one. Oh my god. Anywho, getting all fucking flustered over this piece of shit game. But yeah, even like right there in chat, H4 still says, yeah, if Shwazy didn't play, we probably wouldn't play. That is very true. Because like I feel like Fortnite is better right now, and people want to talk shit on Fortnite all goddamn day, but Fortnite's been out since the pandemic, and it's fucking still going strong. Most of the time, people would be completely burnt out on that game, especially on a BR like that, where it has like no multiplayer and it's just strictly battle royale. I just feel like Shwazy. Yeah, I know, right? He is lucky, fucker. I had another thing to talk about, but then I forgot. Fuck. Oh well, whatever. I finally stopped playing Animal Crossing. Oh my god, dude.
Jesus, dude.
I
I
tell you.
stopped playing that forever
Yeah,
ago.
man, you're way late off getting off that one. Yeah. Well, it took him a while to get in Animal Crossing, so. Kevin, did you hear about the Ravens signing OBJ?
Yes, I did, and I thought about you as soon as I saw it, but then I was like, yeah, but if that quarterback's not there, it doesn't fucking matter, so why say anything to Ian at all?
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought. Everyone's all excited about the signing of OBJ. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Who's going to throw to him? Tyler Huntley? Because if that's the case, we're not going anywhere. Like, and people are like, oh, man, yeah, they'll get him. I'm like, I don't know, man. So far, they haven't really shown much of anything. And, like, there's this other fucking rumor that'll, that going around that'll also just fucking kill my heart if it doesn't go through and if it's not true. So I don't even, like, put any energy to it. But the rumor is that Lamar Jackson came up with an ultimatum to the Ravens front office, which was get OBJ, which now he has. And he also wants DeAndre Hopkins, who is on the trade right now for Arizona. Mm-hmm. So he's saying, if you guys get those two guys, I'm going to sign. But this is neither confirmed by him or the Ravens front office. This is literally just fucking rumor. These are literally just people that are working for ESPN or they're interns at Barstool, and they just got to write up some stupid fucking content for Twitter and get clicks and shit. So who the fuck knows if it's true or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even OBJ says, like, I signed with the Ravens because I want to be here, and I assume Lamar's going to play. But he had no fucking, you know, we had no previous conversations about, you know, him guaranteeing that he's going to play if I sign. He said it straight up at the press conference. So I don't know where all these people are getting this idea that, you know, just because we have OBJ means that we're going to get Lamar for sure.
It's just media making shit up to make stories, man. That like they want that big story.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I think.
It just sucks, man, because like it kills me, like it, because like Lamar is a guy that I really fucking love for the team that I grew up with and invested money and time into and a lot of emotions into, and
You have a lot of sports memorabilia from that team.
yeah, and for them, the front office to just not, you know, be in the same wavelength of reason as me, like, it just blows my fucking mind. Because I was talking to a friend, and he's like, "You really think Lamar's that good?" I'm like, "Dude, he's a top 10 quarterback." And what I mean by top 10 is there's only 10 quarterbacks in the league right now that you know will guarantee you a win if one of his other fucking weapons are out. Like he can do it. He will win you one. Now the top 10 are easily, I mean, I can list them, and Kevin's gonna be upset because his guy's not on there.
Well, it depends on which guy you mean. You mean from the modern era or from past?
I'm talking about that Dak Prescott, baby, that DP.
I mean, he's not one of the best quarterbacks. So
You're
not going to get an argument from me.
He's top 15. He'll get the job done, but there's a lot of circumstances that has to go his way for him to win it by himself.
Like the run game has to be there.
He cannot do it himself. He just can't.
Yeah. You got to have a run game there. If there's no run game, forget about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, Patty Mahomes obviously is up there. I think Joe Burrow is probably like right behind him. But then again, there's that argument. Joe Burrow also has the 2 best receivers in the fucking league. So, yeah, you know what I mean. But but he's also been sacked the most and still made it to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So
yeah, he has been not only sacked but like hit a lot.
But that's what I mean by top 10. You know what I mean?
That doesn't usually like make for a long quarterback career.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's that argument because people are like, yeah, but he's got, you know, the really good receivers. I'm like, yeah, but to be fair, he got sacked a shit ton, like a lot, and if he keeps getting hit like that, and it's not like he's a big fucking guy or nothing. He's not no Ben Roethlisberger. There's only so much hits that guy's gonna want to take, you know, before he starts rethinking of his fucking career in the NFL. Eventually, it'll just be like, fuck this, I'm going to the XFL.
Or maybe he doesn't want to go to the XFL. Maybe he'll go to the USFL.
Nah, fuck that. If anything, I think Joe Burrow would go like fucking model because of all the fucking fashion shits that he has. Dude, the amount of fucking memes I see of Joe Burrow and what he wears going into the games is insane.
Oh my god, dude.
They're like, oh, look at that, Joe Cool. He's icy cold. Every fucking time. And the guy could be walking in with just like a pair of glasses and a button-down shirt, and he has like one fucking weird thing. It could be like a fox pelt, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's usually like a weird scarf thing or something.
And people go like fucking nuts. They're like, oh shit, it's cold up in Cincinnati. Joe's in the house. It's cold up in Cincinnati.
You know, he probably wore something once, and they made a big deal out of it, and now I bet it's a game for him.
Yeah, now it's a whole fucking thing. Imagine him, he's got to be like, fuck, man, I got to come up with like some sort of a decent outfit now. Fuck! Before I used to be able to go to the games just in fucking a tracksuit, and no one would give a shit. Now I got to live up this persona of Joe Cool. Fuck! You know what I mean? But yeah, man, football's a sad time for me right now. Iron inspired me to play Red Dead and actually finish this gameplay. Wow, you've never finished it?
Oh my god, you gotta at least finish the story at the least.
That can't be true. You had to have finished it. You've been playing Red Dead way before I even fucking jumped in on it. That's how I feel about HP being rebooted and I'm not doing it. Yeah, there you go. That's another good example. Yeah, so they're redoing Harry Potter as a TV show now on HBO Max, and
Saw that.
and the original what is it? J.K. Rowling is in actually has her hands in it, so it's gonna be completely whitewashed.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be no gays. And butterbeer will now be recalled like Bud Light beer or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. So yeah, and plus, dude, Harry Potter is not even that fucking old. Yeah. The original actor's still alive. Like, at least wait till he dies to fucking reboot the damn thing. Fuck, man. Yeah, I know they just want money, but I think it's so fucking stupid. And I hope it tanks. I hope it fucking tanks. That's right, you heard it here. As much as I love Harry Potter, I hope this fucking show tanks and it fucking sucks ass.
So let's stick with Harry Potter, but like just do a little bit of a shimmy over just staying with like a game stuff. So like, are you still playing the Harry Potter game? Do you still like it?
Yeah, I dabble back into it, but like I just keep fucking I have like I have ADHD when I play fucking games. Like I just jump from game to game, dude. Like I'll be like, I kind of want to play some sports now, and then I'll just fucking stop what I'm doing. I'll play that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I feel like the only game in the past decade that has really kept my attention was probably Red Dead. Like I would grind Red Dead till I could play Red Dead for 4 hours straight and not ever change a game.
Well, I mean, I played that fucking Midnight Suns for like, oh my god, dude, weeks, months, a month, 2 months. I don't know however long I've had it. And I just recently, in the last week or two, stopped. I haven't played it. I'm waiting for Storm to come out, and then I'll probably start the story again for the third time. But I started playing some of the Game Pass stuff. There's I downloaded something that's like it reminds me of Pikmin. You got these little like ball things with legs that follow you around, and you throw them at things to make them do things, and some of them explode. And
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I just can't remember the fucking name of it. I can see the fucking picture of it now, though.
Yeah, it's like a fun little adventure game. And the graphics are different. I don't know how to explain what they are. They're just different. But it's decent. I enjoy it. I played a little bit of it. I don't know that I'll actually install it because I just played it on the cloud. But I enjoyed what I played of it. And then I played a little bit of that Jurassic World Evolutions 2 or Jurassic, whatever the fuck it is. The second one that they came out with. It's the same as the first one.
I was gonna say, those sim games are normally like the same.
Yeah, I got bored pretty quick and moved on.
And I feel like that's a game better played on PC.
Oh yeah, I would agree. Because then I was gonna say I tried out Age of Empires 2, which I played when it first came out on PC, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so good." I fired it up and I played it for a couple hours, and I was just like, "This is not good on console."
Yeah, it's the same with Civilization. Like I love Sid Meier's Civilization, but that is like a game that I could probably only enjoy on PC.
Yeah. I felt like I needed to be right up to the screen, like I am on my PC. And like it's just different with a mouse and a keyboard in that game than it was. The controller.
And there's so many like commands and shit that you could do in that game that you just can't do on controller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yes,
that's my gripe.
There's so many button presses and things I had to do to like do certain
just
things.
Just to get to a fucking thing, yeah.
I couldn't remember. Like I would get to the next objective. It was like go do this, and I'm like I don't remember how to get to that.
Yeah.
Like
you have to hit select, then left bumper, then right bumper twice, and then find the sub menu to go ahead and build this building. I'm like, what the fuck? That's fucking 5 steps way too goddamn many.
Yeah, and then you get done with that, and I'm just like, what the fuck was I doing before this?
Like Jesus Christmas,
it's so fucking draining.
Yeah.
And then I tried Ghostwire Tokyo, and I mentioned this in the Discord too. I wanted to like it, and here's what I think really turned me off.
How far did you get in?
So I'm not super far. I did that mission where you have to close 3 gates. I finished that, and then I was doing a lot of side stuff. So I did all the green dots in that first area, and I was going to move on to the next area. So I'm wherever that would put me. That's where I'm at.
Okay. So you're out of the hospital at least. So you're out of the hospital. You've cleansed a couple gates. You have the bow. at least.
I have the bow. I have the fire spell. I just got the fire spell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about where I am. A little bit past getting the fire, which I like. But what was the downer for me is as I was playing it, I didn't realize that I could change the language. So when I started playing it
in fucking Japanese the whole time.
Well, it was in Japanese, but in English subtitles. So, like, I'm running, and then
They start talking, and I'm like, fuck, I have to stop to read this shit.
Oh my
And
god!
I'm
Dude.
like, I had to stop to read the fucking story, and then I was like, okay, then I moved. Fuck, they're talking again. I just have to stop and read that shit. So then I was like, there's got to be a way to get this in English, and I saw it is, and I had to go back to the main menu and change it in there, and I was like, oh, this is better, but still, I'm not like, I don't care about the story.
like, I don't care about the characters.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
The voice actors that they had do the dub are fucking awful. They're terrible. They're awful fucking dubs, bro. Like, I'm playing it, and, like, that's probably one of my biggest gripes about that game is the fucking dub. But I like the atmosphere. The gameplay is pretty simple enough. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, it's all right. Like, if I was to pick, like, a PlayStation exclusive to grab for Game Pass, that probably would not have been my first vote. Like I said, like I feel like it's all right enough, but you know, I think that's why Sony was like, "Hey, you guys can have this exclusive. There you go." It's like you can't have you can't have Ghost of Tsushima, you can't have Horizon Dawn. That's for sure. God of War, go fuck yourself. You're never gonna get that. Uncharted, we might have stuff going down the line. So no, you know what? And they like dig through like a fucking big box. They're just throwing other fucking titles behind them. Ratchet Clank flies over their head. Fucking other shit's fucking going. They're like, here, and they pull this out. Ghostwire Tokyo. We haven't played with this in a while. You can have it.
speaking of the movie, so you can lead into it. We went and saw the Super Mario Brothers movie, and oh my god, it's 10 out of 10. Mwah! It's so fucking good.
Even with Pratt Mario?
Dude, it's so good. It's so fucking good. I had tears. It was so good.
Even with
it was
Pratt
so
Mario?
Good. It was so good, dude.
Was the weakest point of the movie Pratt Mario?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's not bad. It's not like of him doing Mario. He doesn't sound like that. He's got an accent like Mario, like you would imagine Mario does. I'm telling you, just
picture Chris Pratt just hanging around with like a bunch of Italians, preparing for the role. What do you
guys? If you already have this like predetermined thought that you hate this movie, you're never gonna like it.
No, it's not that I'm not gonna hate. It's not that I don't go into watching Mario at all like I'm gonna hate it. I'm excited to watch it, but it's just the Pratt Mario is the thing that's off-putting to me. Like the whole cast, I go down the whole cast. I like them all, even though Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. But to be fair, Donkey Kong doesn't really talk, so who gives a shit? So,
and you know what? Seth Rogen even came out and said, like, when they told me they asked me if I wanted to do this role, I told them I don't do voice acting. So if you want a Donkey Kong that sounds like me, I'm down.
Yeah.
So he out and said, like, I'm not going to do a voice.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but like, because the nerds are like, oh, wow, that's a shitty fucking cast. I'm like, dude, Donkey Kong barely talks, and when he does, he makes fucking monkey noises. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He does a really good job too, and now when I see Donkey Kong, that fits. That's about, they nailed it.
That was my only thing. That's all. But I like Anna Taylor fucking whatever the fuck who plays Princess Peach. I like her. I like Charlie Day as Luigi. Michael Keegan-Key always hits on everything he does. And then, obviously, Jack Black fucking blows it out of the water, because even in the trailer, it fucking blew pants off of everybody. So...
Dude.
It's just the Pratt Mario part.
That's national fucking treasure.
But we'll watch it when it comes out onto, like, streaming. Well, I was going to take Liam to go watch it at, like, the $2 theater. But he had a football game, so we weren't able to go. So we'll watch it. It is definitely a thing that we're going to watch together as a family. That is definitely on our list. But the movie that she's talking about that we watched last night, we went down a memory lane. We popped in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, the first one.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. With the fucking 90s quips and all, dude. The one-liners in that movie. Fucking perfect. A guy gets chopped in half, like, right down the middle, and then Billy comes up and goes, "Now that's what I call a splitting headache." Landed. Beautiful. Yeah, and then fucking Kimberly has, like, this weird whippy thing. So she trips one of the bad guys because she like whips around the leg, pulls him, and he falls. And then, so she goes, "Have a nice trip." Pulls the guy. He falls down. "Have a nice fall." Or not. "See you next fall." That's what it was. That was the line. Yeah. So fucking terrible.
That's funny because I actually say that. Like I say lines like that to my kids. Like,
Oh my
trip,
God.
see you next fall. Or like,
So lame.
but just learn to walk.
And then Tommy had one where he was like fighting like a fossil, like a dinosaur fossil. Yeah. And he says, "I have a bone to pick with you," and he pulls a bone out. And the whole thing falls apart. It's so fucking terrible.
Oh my God.
Or another one is when Tommy does this weird Mortal Kombat corkscrew kick from like one end of the fucking forest to the bad guy, and he's like spinning, and as soon as he hits him, the fucking enemy flies, and he's about to hit a wall, and he goes, "8 ball, corner pocket." It explodes. Dude, so bad. Oh man, memories, bro.
Oh, man.
And the acting's so terrible. At the end of the movie, like, Tommy's talking to like this kid, and he's just like, "Hey man, nothing's impossible, okay? As long as you work for it, everything's possible." I'm like, oh God, fuck out of here, dude. Fucking kill me now, dude. Fucking awful, bro. It's so terribly bad, but it's kind of good in its way. Yeah, Izzy liked
It's
it.
like it's
Yeah.
bad, like how the GI Joes, like the 80s and 90s cartoons. How at the end of the program, the main characters would talk to you about drugs or some shit.
Dude, it's like, I don't know, man. It brought up a lot of memories, and it was good shit. You know, I'm not.
Dude, I mean,
whatever.
I'm assuming you saw the announcement of the Power Rangers reunion, like coming out here soon on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah, we were talking about it last night. I'm pretty stoked about that too.
Yeah.
Even though some of the other fucking Rangers didn't show, but you know,
I actually went back with Emma and we watched some of the first season of the ones we grew up with. And she really enjoyed Power Rangers, so we watched some of that, and then we watched some of like like last year's Power Rangers with dinosaurs.
That's
It's the
probably
stu-
one of my favorite ones. Is the Dino one, the Dino Thunder.
Yeah, it's still the same shit. Like they still move the same. They all talk
yeah.
the same.
Oh,
I'm like, man, they never changed. I fucking love it.
No. The recipe never changes. It just, you know, there's just slightly upgrade. They just use slightly more modern ingredients.
Of a plastic weapon because you can tell they're just toys.
But imagine having that job though, being a fucking Power Ranger, just fucking make believe. Like you're literally Steven Seagal, but like 20 years later. Or 20 years earlier. You're just younger. Everything's fucking bullshit. And you're just like saying all these dumb one-liners. Dude. Hell yeah, dude. That's Steven Seagal's fucking dream, bro.
Yeah, man.
But anywho, let's getting kind of close here. Let's go ahead and do some Tiki Talks. We're gonna start off with some of Kevin's stuff here. I didn't know where it started, so I just kind of picked a spot.
It started a long time ago. So
I know,
it's all
that's
good.
what I'm saying. We haven't watched any years in a while because of like we've been having issues with the fucking thing. So like I just kind of picked a spot.
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, where's my sound? No, don't be. No, come on, Meg. And it's Uncle Roger too. I love Uncle Roger.
Oh, it's really good too.
Let me close this one. Uncle Roger.
Steak look good.
There he is.
Nice chopping. Garlic good. Nice wok. Nice onion. Uncle Roger prefers shallot.
Now the key is to use old cooked white rice.
Correct.
Right. For
Old rice for fried rice, correct? Nice ladle technique. Wait, no, wait, what? What are you putting in there? What is this? Ketchup on your... Why you put ketchup on steak? Don't ruin expensive shit with ketchup. That like putting chili jam on lobster. Hiya.
Get yourself one of these too. Perfect for fried rice. Also a good walk.
Correct, ladle good to punch the rice, loosen it up, and wok good also. If you white and you don't have wok at home, get cast iron skillet. That white people wok. That actually look nice. Uncle Roger just not sure about ketchup.
that white people walk.
Frozen meat.
Dude, man, I love Uncle Roger, bro.
Dude, he kills me, man. He kills me.
I was in the neighborhood because they got the new donut shop there. It's so good. And they got the Bavarian cream.
He's so
filling
like
and
his
cream.
delivery,
And
man.
I got the honey cooler with the bear claws. And the donut and little donut holes. I like those little
Dude,
ones.
he looks
Little
like
donut holes.
he kind of looks like you after you've hit a couple. You know what I mean? I think that's probably going to be your Joe Biden impression after a while. It's just Kevin that's just fucking hit the bowl a couple times.
Hey, Wendy's, remember when your burgers were just square patties wrapped in foil? Those burgers were as underwhelming as a Big Mac.
Should have expected a weak punchline from someone who looked like they'd lose an arm wrestling match to a 7-year-old.
Yes, fuck yeah, dude. If you don't follow Wendy's fucking page on TikTok or Twitter, dude, all they do is roast people.
Oh my god, it's
It's
so,
so
good. I
good.
just found them on. Well, I found them yesterday.
Life in the middle class in America, you fucking
I feel like you've shared this already.
Oh, I might have.
If you're out there buying those fucking hats that these swindlers are selling at that fucking fair, I'm sorry, kids, I know there's kids here. Then you're part of the problem, and I'll tell you why. Because you're being duped by the greatest swindler in the history of the world. You're being duped by a bunch of grifters and billionaires.
What? Hey, why? Why did it cut out?
They care about their fucking tax breaks and the money they can put in their pocket. If you consider yourself a patriot and you're
That must be the TikTok video.
shit, I will fight your ass outside if you want to.
this podcast.
It look good?
All right, we watched this one already.
Are there doctors on TikTok? Yes or no? So TikTok is a hospital. Is that correct? How long are the wait times at TikTok hospital? Yes or no? Does TikTok hospital validate parking? Or should I park across the street at the Walgreens? My wife Helen likes to get her crosswords from Walgreens because the ones at the Dollar Tree are too easy. But if we don't have to park at Walgreens, I gotta go a different day. So if TikTok is a hospital and I have a TikTok phone, that means my phone is part of the hospital. Is that correct? If I open up my briefcase, am I gonna see a bunch of teeny tiny TikTok doctors performing surgery next to my lunch? If the doctors get hungry, how do I know they're not gonna eat all my food? What happened to the days when a man could go into work without having to worry about whether or not Chinese briefcase doctors were gonna eat all of his granola bars? Are there...
Dude, speaking of old white guys going crazy over TikTok, did you hear that fucking what's-his-face is gonna retire?
Oh my god. Who?
Fucking, turtle guy. The congressman. The guy looks like a turtle.
Turtle guy.
Mitch McConnell.
Oh,
they're saying he's gonna retire.
No,
man.
I didn't know he was. I didn't hear that. No.
Yeah, they're saying he might retire. Ooh, shit. And if that happens, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna put in a fucking stuffed cocaine bear in there as the fucking, senator, fucking majority speaker of the
Yeah, that
House.
should be a shit show.
No, it should be. It fits perfectly because it's fucking crazy. Yeah, let's put cocaine bear in there. It's just a stuffed bear. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, but he's got some really great ideas. Like, and I feel like he really listens to the people, especially here in Congress. And he's just it's just a fucking stuffed bear with a fucking bunch of cocaine shit on his fucking nose.
Yum. Chocolate so fake it can't even kill a dog. And cream so fake, vegans can eat it. Team Hydrox forever.
I like how they gave it a voice, because before it used to just be on Twitter. So I wonder who the voice of Wendy's is.
Year after year, dork after dork, all lining up to say it won't be the same, that the heat won't be there. Well, guess what? I'm still here. I'm still hungry, and the keyboard diddling incels desperately posting from their grandma's spare bedroom are my favorite meal. So yeah, I'm still here to remind you that this moment right here is the most relevant you will ever be. Suck in those spare endorphins, little troll, and skitter away back to obscurity. Bye-bye.
Could you imagine, though, like, doing these videos, though? Like, you're just in a room. Just, like, fucking just answering comments from fucking incels. Like, this fucking bunch of assholes. Like, this guy, like, and the crowd goes mild. Wow, what a one-liner. Good one. Are you Kevin? Is that you? And then you gotta like just sit there with your fucking phone. It's got that fucking weird filter like this right here. Meanwhile, like you got like afterwards you're gonna hit up a Wendy's and get a free fucking Frosty for life. God, I want a Frosty. Dude, did you I missed out on the fucking strawberry Frosty like a couple months ago. They brought it back. And I fucking missed it.
Oh, I never really. I don't think I ever had a strawberry one.
Oh my god, dude!
I always get the chocolate and then I get some fries.
The
I do
twist?
the dipping in the frosty thing. It's so good.
I don't do that, but I love their fucking Frosties. And dude, their fries, they're not the same, dude. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they did with their fries, but it's not the same fries that I remember from Wendy's. And
they changed them probably 10 years ago. They changed them.
Yeah, why? It's not that good anymore. Like, at least their fries were decent back then.
I think they look more like potatoes now when you can see the skin on some of them. But they also they use sea salt instead of whatever McDonald's uses now.
Well, I don't like it. They need to go back to their old fries. Because it's hard enough being Wendy's and having to compete against McDonald's and fucking Burger King. Because let's be honest, Wendy's is the afterthought because they rule the Frosties game. Like that's their thing.
Yeah.
The
The
Frosty's the
place to
shit.
go is you go to McDonald's, you get yourself a large fry, and then drive to Wendy's and you get yourself a chocolate frosty.
Yep.
That's the mix.
No, the mix is like if you. Oh my god, the perfect fast food meal for me would be a Whopper with McDonald's fries and the Frosty.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Oh man,
I can't. I get why they collaborated, but man, can you imagine though if they did collaborate for like one time, like a limited?
God.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude, the world's problems would be solved if they did that. It would be the one day where C-SPAN had nothing to fucking show on their channel because everyone's just happily eating this beautiful fucking thing in the world. There'd be no C-SPAN that day. It'd be great. It'd be awesome. National Peace Day. That's what fast food restaurants should do. Whopper collabs with McDonald's and Wendy's and make one perfect fucking meal for all us fat Americans. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. That's such. Damn. This is one of the rare times where I'm going to say that's a really good idea, Kevin. It's a really goddamn good idea.
Sometimes I come up with good ideas.
Were you crazy?
I don't remember what they were, Heather.
What?
But it's a baby thing, so I bet they're like D's or some shit. Or even like the odd C battery sometimes. But usually
we have
D's
those.
and C's.
We have D's and C's. And I might have a 9-volt hidden somewhere.
Yeah, it's not a 9-volt. It's definitely like a D's or C's thing, I think. Usually baby toys there's giant fucking batteries.
I don't know if we watched this one already, but this is a classic one where the guy hits the fucking alligator in the head with a frying pan.
Oh yes, I did. I saw it recently and I thought it was new. But I'm like, what the fuck?
What in the Florida man is going? This is what her dad's gonna be doing because he lives down in Florida now. Just gonna fucking walk around with a fucking frying pan to scare off alligators.
This is the worst.
Oh, yeah,
This is the worst.
That's Kevin and fucking my wife, bro. They can't do fucking social settings.
Yep. Hey, remember that time? It was one of the recent parties you guys had. I think it was like right at the end of COVID. It was outside at the park, and it was like a birthday party or something. And I came, but like I immediately went to a far corner away from everybody. But in my mind, I was like, I'm here. They see I'm here. I'm present.
Oh my
this
God.
means I'm showing up. I'm doing a good thing for my friends. But I cannot stand over there with all of those fucking people.
I don't remember. I don't know when we had like a
baby shower then.
fucking
That's
party.
what it must have been.
I don't know. Maybe it was July 4th.
Yeah, it was outside. It was at the park. I don't know. It was some.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised at all. Look at my face. This is my surprise face on that story.
Yeah, there you go. It was at York Township Park for Lane's B-Day party. That's exactly what it was.
Oh God, that was so fucking long ago. Holy shit.
Yep.
Now,
But yeah, I remember hiding in a corner
let me ask you this question.
away from everybody.
Do you hate me? Now,
Me after I successfully irritated my girl on purpose because annoying her and getting her.
Do you hate me?
Dude, I do this all the fucking time. It's the best. I love it. It's so fun for me to just purposely do things to piss off Heather because I think it's hilarious. Because she gives me that look and it makes me fucking laugh. Oh, fuck, dude. It's so true.
This is the worst.
So dumb, babe.
This is the worst.
Oh my god.
Good morning. It's your mother's birthday today.
It's also like 6 a.m.
Have you called her yet?
Not yet. I just woke
Oh
up.
my god, you have to call her. I already ordered flowers from you to arrive at her house later today.
Wait, really? Thank
So
you.
is this
I did
what
forget
you're gonna
about that.
think,
Thank you.
like,
Okay, I know you did. I'm gonna
Izzy
go do my
and
morning
Nara's
ritual,
gonna
calling
be?
everyone in my family to make sure that they're alive.
Are they gonna pick up? I mean, it's not even 6 a.m.
If they don't pick up, then I will drive to their houses and break in and make sure that they're all alive. I just like to stay on top of these things because if not, I worry. I've been up for hours actually just worrying. By the way, did you know that it's been a year since you saw your doctor, like to do a general checkup?
Yeah,
It's been 11 and a half months.
I got-
Anyway, you seem tired. You want to get some more rest?
Oh, it's about me not remembering anything. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't remember nothing, dude. Yeah, I have to ask like 15,000 times, and then now it's gotten to the point where she doesn't say anything until like the day of. I can't help it, man. I have to tell you, man. I'm an old fuck.
I'm not. I mean, I'm bad with remembering things, but I'm not that bad, dude.
All right, and yeah, let's end on this. I think I only set like I only set 3 because I knew how much stuff we had to go through.
Manager of the,
I want to hear
the Rangers. Oh,
see how
okay.
you feel
I
about
see
this.
you. Okay, that's how it is. He runs around the bases. He does everything he did the first time, celebrates with his boys just like he did on the first home run. Same exact routine. Comes back to the dugout. Hosmer loves him, smiling, having fun, dapping him up. Interesting there, coming up later on. And here's his manager, Jace Tingler, first-year manager, kind of giving him a look like, I don't know. I'm not going to celebrate with you about that. Like, I don't know. Then the Rangers bring in a new pitcher, and the first thing he does is he throws behind Machado's back because they pissed off his teammates. This pitcher didn't do this on his own accord. He was told to throw behind Machado by the manager. That's how baseball works. It's a dumb society sometimes. The umpires get together. They give no warnings. They did suspend the pitcher and Woodward after this because obviously that was intentional, and Woodward's sitting there with his feelings hurt. Then they get out of the inning. Hosmer makes the last out. He runs down the line. He looks at the opposing dugout and says, hey, we'll talk to him. We'll talk to him. And then Hosmer talks to Tatis, who just hit 2 home runs, just became the kid with the most home runs in all of baseball. And look at the face he's making. He's getting a stern talking to. He's being told how wrong he was. He's having zero fun. The kid who has the most fun right now on the baseball field just hit a grand slam, has 2 home runs, leads all of MLB, and he's having zero fun on the bench because he broke some unwritten rule that nobody cares about. Now, what did Woodward, the manager of the Rangers, say after the game? He said this.
There's a lot of unwritten rules that are, constantly being challenged, I think, in today's game. So, I didn't like it personally. When you're up by...
Manager of the...
So, that cut off a little bit early, but... So...
What's the unwritten rule, though? I don't have any context.
So, here's the short of it. They were in the 8th inning, and they were up by 7 against the Rangers. So it was already, like, crazy out of fucking reach anyway. And what Tatis did is that he hit a grand slam, so then it bumped the score up even more. And that's what made them mad. Because they felt like, hey, the unwritten rule is that when you're ahead by this much on another team, you shouldn't be scoring anymore. You should try to dial it back. You don't lay it on too thick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's fucking dumb. It's a fucking professional sport. Fucking get over it. You're getting paid to fucking play a game. You're getting blown out of the water. Hey, what does that tell you? You suck. Get better.
Yeah. You got something to improve on,
yeah,
obviously.
Get fucking better, dude. Don't get pissed off because this fucking kid's laying it on you. So that's what they did. So after all that, so even like the manager of Fernando's fucking team, even he fucking said some shit. And his teammates are saying shit to him, dude. That's fucking dumb. Fuck off.
Yeah.
No. I would have fucking told him, like, all right, just keep going, dude. Just keep doing you. Play hard.
League or is this a B league?
No, this is Major League Baseball. This is the majors. They're getting paid hundreds and millions of dollars to fucking play this game. And we all know how crazy baseball contracts are, so need I say more? And like half the fucking people that play baseball are so out of fucking shape anyway.
They don't even have any contact.
Yeah, dude. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what... Look, I am not the biggest baseball fan, so I don't know all the unwritten rules. I don't know if I can know any of that shit. I don't even know what a fucking ERA is, dude. To me, that's a measurement of years. That's an era. Okay? I don't know what an ERA is in baseball. All I know is that in professional sports, you get paid to play. And if you're getting your ass kicked, you fucking suck it up. Because you'll do your best to stop them. But you can't just be like, man, we're up by fucking 10 these guys. I guess we should probably let up and, you know, because it's cool. Let's just fucking, you let up, whatever, dude. Give them a couple runs, make them feel a little better. I don't find that conducive in the growth of the other team. You want them to be better. Make it hurt. So this way, the next time they fucking face you, because it's baseball, you see them for a week. You play a week against that same fucking team.
Yeah.
You don't think that's going to drive the other team to be better? Instead, they got to fucking lay on this stupid unwritten rule. Hey, if you're getting your ass spanked, it's okay. The other team's just going to let up because they feel bad for you. That would make my team, I feel like, full player, I think that would make me feel like a more piece of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would feel worse about that than getting blown out of the water. That's just, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe we're in a completely different new millennia. Maybe the whole generations are changing in sports. But to me, personally, if someone was beating me at a thing and then they, pitied me and let up, I would feel so much more worse about that than them continuing to just beat the shit out of me at whatever thing I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm on the same. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you're not gonna get an argument from me on this like that. It
blows my mind that
poor sportsmanship on their behalf for their own teammate.
I don't. To me, poor sportsmanship is not that. Poor sportsmanship is when you're fucking doing things to hurt the other team, physically and stuff like that, or just being a giant piece of shit for no reason, fucking spitting in their dugout or fucking kicking dirt in their face, just dirty shit. But if you're just competing, then you're scoring. But that's sports. That's competition. Mm-hmm. Don't play Monopoly then, because that's just gonna hurt your feelings. Because if you think that's fucking bad, then don't ever play Monopoly. Someone take Monopoly out of the fucking retail stores.
Not only that, but the game of life is pretty fucking hard too.
Yeah. Especially when you've got that little toy piece and you've got all the kids in the car and then you gotta try to pay off all that shit. Yeah, dude. Game of life is hard. Oh fuck, man! What made me more mad was the fact that that his own team didn't defend him on that. That's what made me mad more.
Shitty.
Because dude, if I was a guy that took the hit on the baseball and then got thrown out in that last part of that clip, and he goes to enemy dugout and says, "We'll talk to him." Dude, I would have fucking walked off and looked at that dugout and just fucking would have kept walking, dude. Would have just shot them a look and kept walking. Because I'm not going to fucking tell my star player, my best teammate, to fucking let up. Hell no. You go look at fucking Patrick Mahomes hey, man, stop throwing touchdowns. What is this? Fuck out of here. I think this is why baseball's not that popular, because it's fucking, what the fuck is this? This dumb shit,
it's
dude.
Boring. For me, baseball, I can't stand watching baseball. I can't stand watching golf. Both of those are why would I want to watch this? Now, mind you, I can go in person and watch a baseball game, and that's fun.
Me too.
It's a live event. It's different.
I just feel like baseball would be more fun if there was just more entertaining aspects of it. There were more personalities in it. You know what I mean? Because sports get so much better when you get personalities in there. You go to watch a sport because there's this player in there that's just very unique. You know, I was the biggest basketball fan because Michael Jordan played. I watched a little bit, and then when he left and retired, there was still Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was a hell of a fucking player, and he was a bit of a personality too. He was so arrogant in himself, and he reminded you so much of MJ that you're just oh shit, awesome, round 2. Now I guess I gotta keep watching now. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just keep playing MLB The Show. I don't know, man.
I haven't played the new one yet.
It's the same game. It's literally the same fucking game. The graphics look no goddamn different than the last one. It's the same fucking thing.
Oh my god.
No
so it's
fucking
pretty much
different.
like Madden.
Dude, no fucking different at all. Like, I booted up and I played it, I'm like, am I playing 22? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's different here? like, what is it? Like, am I blind? I don't know what it is. So,
I really want to get my hands on the new WWE game.
Oh my god, I was so hoping that it was on sale this week because the spring sale just hit.
Yeah.
But nope. And I refuse to buy it at full price.
I know, I want it so bad, man.
I do too, but I just
all this shit
refuse.
about it. I keep seeing all this stuff about it, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to play in a universe.
Even when it's like gets down to like 25% off, I might pull the trigger and get it, but I just refuse to pay full price for it right now. So
$70 just for the base game is just
it's nuts. Well, and it's not even worth it. You might as well just wait and get like the one with the season pass, which is $100, and that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on that one to go down. So when that one drops down to at least 60, 70, then I'll get it, because then I get the season pass, so I get all the fucking wrestlers that they'll release, and I get the game.
Yep.
But otherwise, like, oh my god, dude. I see my buddies playing on my fucking Xbox list, and it just makes me want to fucking boot up Red Dead, and that's what I do. Shit. All right. Well, you know what? Let's call it.
I got
Let's
somebody
get
we
into-
can raid to then if you want to today, unless somebody else has to.
Yeah, go for it. Hold on a second. Let me put off the screen cap. There. No. What? I'm confused. Do I have 2 screen captures? Oh shit.
Looks like it.
I don't fucking know what I'm doing, dude. I'm so crazy. I don't know. Sure, that one. There we go. Now I fixed it. All right. Raid and spell their name if they're not on my list.
It's Blast Gordon, so it's capital B, LAST _ capital G, ORDON.
Oh, I think he is on my list.
He's playing Red Dead right now. That's why I said that.
Gotcha. Keep it all in house. I feel you. All right. Listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 81. We greatly appreciate it. I love seeing those numbers, those consistent numbers in YouTube and audio and all that stuff. If you could, just tell your friends about us. Like, hey, man, this is Bullshit Podcast. It's really funny sometimes. What I mean by sometimes, never. But take a listen. Help grow the pod. You know what I mean? Any little bit helps. We have our own merch store at Fourth Wall. The link is always in our descriptions and also in our Twitch and in chats. I had a brain fart. And of course, we still have that limited partnership with Final Fantasy War of EOS. I'm playing it. It's actually not that bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's actually pretty fun. It's like any of the other like city building stuff, just with that Final Fantasy twist of it. So it is pretty entertaining. Download the game. It's free, and the links in our description, and wherever our descriptions are in YouTube, the podcast form, they're there. I personally put them there, and it's also here in chat. Download the game, reach up to level 300,000, which does not take long at all. And yeah, great way to fucking have a game that's free and support the pod. But before I do my dubby shits, because I love doing those spots now, Kevin, you got anything to say about these lovely people before we head out?
Other than just have a good week, we'll be back. I assume we'll be back next week.
Yes, we will continue to do the guest star because we will have a new baby in the house. So Kevin's not allowed in the house. Motherfucker keeps getting sick.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah. So we'll do it on guest star. So and next week we should be at the same normal time around like 11. So, but if there's any changes, obviously In the Discord, we'll let you know, and on all our social stuff, we'll let you know too. So just make sure you're in our Discord and following us. No one's allowed. I want her all to myself. Okay. Says the woman who wants her out the most. But anywho, as always, our main sponsor is Dubby. DUBBY.GG. What is Dubby? I'll tell you what it is. It's an awesome alternative to all those energy drinks. Them energy drinks, they got like they got soldiers? They got sugars? They got the maltodextrins of artificial coloring and other stuff that's not good for you. And they give you the crashes and the jitters, and that, I don't know, man, I don't like it. Some of the flavors are kind of boo-boo sauce. They kind of taste like a wet diaper, you know what I mean? Well, Dubby doesn't have any of that. What I just said that was awful, Dubby don't do that, dude. Dubby just released out a new flavor, and it's that Calio ice cream flavor, dude. Oh, I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm gonna get it. Because I love me some ice cream, but since I'm, lactose intolerant, I can't have ice cream all that much, and now that Dubby has it in the little powder form, I might just drink it. Oh. They also have other flavors, too. They got the standby peach flavors. They just released out a fruit punch last week. Blue raspberry, green apple, my favorite, which is a dragon fruit, lemonade. That one's muy delicioso. And if you just need like a hydration formula, maybe energy stuff's not your thing. Maybe you just live off an infinite supply of energy. That's okay. I'm sure you're not hydrated though. And Dubby got you covered on that. They have a hydration formula, which is flavored strawberry and banana. So just make sure when you put your order in at Dubby, which is spelled DUBBY.GG, use our code. You get 10% off of every order. Our code is Dad's World, DADSWORLD. Use that code. You get 10% off of every order, and it helps support the podcast, and you save some money along the way. So just make sure you get your energy stuff over there, Dubby.GG. It's delicious. No crash, no jitters. You heard it here. Anyway, you guys have a good week, all right? We're going to miss you guys. If you're not a part of the Discord, get into the Discord. Talk to us, I'm usually at work, so my life sucks. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. But, it is nice to hear from you guys every once in a while. I'll try to engage as best as possible. But, I want to see you guys there in the Discord. And as always, follow us on all our social medias. We have a Twitter. We have an Instagram. We got the TikToks. We're on all the things that the kids are on. You know what I mean? And, yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe and share our YouTube page, our podcast, and everything. And there's, like I said, we cannot say how much we are appreciative of you guys listening and, giving us a reason to keep doing this podcast. So we appreciate it so much. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and raid out to Blast Gordon here, who's playing some Red Dead Redemption. Hey, you should start the raid while you're saying this. Hey, man, don't tell me what to do! This is America! If I don't want rainbows on my cans, I won't get them!
I love how she points it out.
I know, dude, she's such a dick. All right, guys, thank you guys so much.
You should do this.
I know. And it's always like a fucking, you should come do this. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much. H. Farcilla, thank you for being in the chat. Eternal Darkness. And Sam, thank you for popping in. We love you guys. We'll catch you guys next week. Have a good week, everybody.
Take it easy, guys. See ya. Awkward silence. Awkward silence.
Ooh, immediately the Red Dead. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta do the raid stuff.
Hey, Dad's World. Welcome, Raiders.
Excuse me. Gotta stop the stream.